Hey guys, back again. As you can see, we're outside, not in the barn today. But after the epic Yellowstone snowshoeing video, there are a bunch of questions sort of on how you put on snowshoes, a couple questions about snowshoes that we really just didn't address in that video. And we did that for a couple reasons. We didn't really plan to address in that video. We just wanted to show you guys sort of some of Wyoming and how you get out and how you adventure. So in this video, we're gonna take and show you snowshoes, how to put them on, talk about them a little bit, and then I'll give you a quick sort of run around and walk around in them. There's not a lot of snow out here. There's probably, I don't know, a half inch to an inch of snow. It's still coming down. It's just starting to accumulate. It's really cold, but this is the first snow we've had since the Yellowstone video. Basically, it's been 50 or 60 degrees out here. It's been crazy. It's been the warmest January. Now that we're into February in Wyoming tends to get a little cold. Hopefully this is the spur of some snow so we can get out and do some more adventuring. But yeah, so I'll stop rambling. I'll stop running my mouth. We'll get to showing you some snowshoes. Okay, so it's about 12 degrees out here. It's really cold. So this video will be as long as I can keep my hands together. So basically, this is our snowshoe. Mine are the Evo Ascents by MSR. So you can also get the Evo Trails, which are, they're nice. They're the ones we use in the Yellowstone video. This one, the Evo Ascents, they have this bar in the back. Hopefully you can see it. It sort of flips up and down. I'll get some more shots of it. Locks into place. Basically, that bar allows you to rest your foot on the bar. So when you're going up a hill, I guess I'll go back up. So when you're going up a hill, your foot is still flat. So your foot is still flat, even though the shoe is like this, which if you snowshoe in a western state, it's definitely something you want. If you're a Colorado, a Wyoming, a Montana, Idaho, something like that, where you're doing a lot of ascents, your hills are very steep. It's not like the East Coast where it's relatively flat and you guys have hills. I'm from the East Coast, trust me, I know they're just hills, especially after being here and seeing what we have. But yeah, so if you're out west, you want the ascent. If you're back east, you could probably get away with the trails. It's not so bad. Like something flat, you want the trails. Plus they're cheaper. They're about $50 cheaper. With the ascent, you get a third buckle. Nice, I guess. 50 bucks for the bar and the buckle. If you're not going to use the bar, don't spend the money just to get the buckle. The trails are more than adequate. I didn't have one come loose when we did the Yellowstone video. Everything worked great. So save the money, get those. All right, let me show you how to get this on. Hopefully you guys can see. So there's a point here on the boot, or on the shoe that has a spot for your boot. So it specifically says ball of foot here. So you want to put your foot into the snowshoe, back it up until you get the ball of your foot on that spot. So what that does, that's a pivot point in the shoe. So it rocks right there on that spot. And then the rest of this, get the other one. So the rest of this hinges and moves. So this is how a snowshoe works. So it'll drag along as you pick up your foot. So it keeps in constant contact. So you want the ball of your foot in that pivot point. So once you get that in there, take your shoe. And this is something, this piece right here I'm showing you is only something you'll have to do once. So once your shoe or once your foot is locked in, you never have to do this again, because you'll just slide your foot in and it'll automatically lock down. Additionally, on the shoe is a little clip. So hopefully you can see the clip there. That clip holds this in place and it slides around and moves around. So slide that around to hold the extra tab. Just slides down in and locks and keeps everything locked in place. Now these work much the same way. I like my clip on the outside. Pull it tight. Slide it over. I like to get it a little tighter. There's a little tongue. You just sort of shove that in there. And then do the same little plastic clip. And then you go all the way around and do all of them. Just snug it down tight. Shove the little metal little metal clip through, and I'll get some close-up footage of this for you guys. So yeah, so just like that. It helps if you slide your little plastic pieces before you put it on, but so that's it right there. That's how you get the shoe on. So as you walk, it just sort of goes like that and drags along. Hopefully that explains how to put on a snowshoe. Just repeat the process for the other side. Okay, so there's one more piece I want to show you guys. And this is what they call the tail. So in snowshoeing, the length and the width of the snowshoe make all the difference. So if you're a big guy, sort of, I'm 6'2", 220, 225 some days. But anyway, the 22-inch Evo Ascent's probably a little small for me. If I have a pack, I sink in really far. So you can get these tails, which add another 8 to 10 inches. I forget how long they are exactly. I'll have to look it up. Or you guys can look it up in the link in the Amazon description down below. So click the link, you guys can see these. But the tails run you about 50 bucks. The Ascents run you $199. If you get just the trails, the Evo trails, they'll run you $149. So basically I want to show you how to put these on. So they have 2 holes in them and a little knobbed tightener down thing. So basically these have 2 posts on them. This hole here, this hole, and then this are going to be your mounting points. So you're going to put these in like that. Everything slides on. Hopefully you can see that. I'm trying to see that. So you slide that in just like that. Tighten that down. It's a very ingenious mounting point. I'm impressed I could tighten that backwards. So there you go. So that's it. That's mounted on. And now you have a snowshoe that's closer to 30 inches, which should support somebody my weight, my size. If I had a pack, I'd probably still struggle a little bit. They do make 30 inches that just straight from the get-go where you don't have the tails. But I got these just in case if I'm not around and Whitney wants to go out and do something, she can still wear these. So men and women wear the same snowshoe, FYI. So a 22-inch snowshoe will work for a man or a woman. These bindings all adjust. So there's no men or women when it comes to snowshoes. You just buy the snowshoe and then anybody can use it. You just adjust to it. It's all about weight as far as snowshoes go. Weight, length, width. So for these, I definitely need the tails when I'm out and about. If you're a tiny human, you probably don't need the tails. If you're a giant human like myself, you need the tails. So there you go. Hopefully that answers your questions on snowshoes. If you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to know that I just didn't cover, or something you want to see, throw it in the comments. I'll get back to you. We love hearing from you guys. Like, subscribe, check these out on Amazon. They're probably going to go on sale soon, given that we're getting so late into the season. But if you do any West Coast climbing or snowshoeing, definitely get the Ascents. They're a godsend. They help so much on these climbs out here. So all right, I'm done rambling. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna go get warm.